At home, Ufuoma told Carol all that had happened earlier in the shop. Let it go. Even if it be true, you wan carry pikin wey don dey used to AC enter our small house? You go put am for wahala now. Na wickedness be that, abeg, Ufuoma. Let it go. But Ufuoma couldn't sleep. She went back to Haley General Hospital, asking about the nurse who handled her delivery. She was told the woman had been transferred to Benin, now living with her family. Ufuoma didn't open her shop for days. Each time she looked at Maro, she saw Tari. Meanwhile, Alero's husband, Tejiri, a nurse working in the UK, had no idea Tari wasn't his biological son. He had only returned home briefly, 11 months before Tari's birth. He arrived 2 months after the child was born, overjoyed by the supposed miracle. Tejiri's sister Ejiro, who lived with Alero in Nigeria, had always been suspicious. She believed the pregnancy was faked. Now she had proof. She called Tejiri in the UK. Your son has a twin, oh, and no be your wife born am. Shocked, Tejiri returned to Nigeria 2 weeks later. He confronted Alero. Tell me the truth, or I run DNA. Cornered, Alero went to Ufuoma's house. She saw Maro. The resemblance was shocking. Even to her, calmly, she reached into her handbag. I'll give you 10 million. Deny it. Say he is not your child. Abeg, talk say no be your pikin. God forbid, Ufuoma backed. Comot for our house, wicked woman. Alero had no choice but to confess. I bought the child from a midwife at Ughelli General Hospital, she said. In return, I gave her 500,000 naira and helped her work her transfer to a better hospital in Benin. I was pressured. I was called names by your sister and her friends. Tajiri was heartbroken. He visited Ufuoma, begged her for forgiveness, and promised to sponsor the twins through school. He helped her open a leather shop and awarded Carol as many contracts as he could. But he couldn't stay married to Alero. Alero couldn't believe how quickly her world unraveled. Tari was taken from her. She wasn't allowed to even greet him at school. Eventually, he was withdrawn from the elite school. Lonely, shamed, and angry, Alero turned to church. She confessed to her pastor. He listened, then told her, "You were wrong. Ask your husband to expect me." When she returned home and told Tejiri, he simply said, "Hope you tell am say na pikin you dey thief from hospitals." She burst into tears and locked herself in her room. The next morning, Tejiri knocked gently. "I want to conclude the divorce this week. We need to go see the lawyer. I have limited time in Nigeria." "Okay," she replied faintly, heartbroken. Just as they were stepping out, a loud shout came from the gate. "Papa don't come, oh, Papa don't come." Dr. Odafe, known fondly as Ose, had arrived. In his 80s now, he was the man who took Tejiri and Ejiro in when they were orphaned during a flood. Tejiri was 7, Ejiro was 4. Ose had been on government medical contracts at the IDP camp and saw Tejuri feed his little sister sour food while he starved. That day, Ose couldn't eat. He couldn't sleep. The next morning, he returned to the camp, found them again. This time, Tejuri was begging for water from an elderly woman. Abeg mama, you fit help my sister with small water, he begged. You no fit go tap fetch water as small as you dey so, she asked. They no allow me fetch before the water finish, Tejuri replied. Dr. Dafe was touched by his sacrifice, even at his tender age. He summoned him and upon questioning him, he found out that him and his sister were orphaned. He took him in and his sister to raise them with his other two sons. Now he stood before them. Where are you people going to? Ose asked. Tajiri explained everything. Ose listened, then asked, what happened to forgiveness, son? She betrayed my trust, Ose. We betray trust every day, Ose replied. Alero fell to the ground, sobbing. I never wanted to lose you. Tajiri broke. He wept too. He lifted her. They reconciled. Under Ose's guidance, they went through IVF and had triplets. They also adopted two children from Ose's long-standing orphan care projects. Ejiro moved out of the house for peace to reign. She visited only on invitation. Tejiri, now a more compassionate man, never stopped caring for Ufuoma and her twin boys. He visited whenever he was in Nigeria. Maro made me a father. He will always be my son. Ufuoma thrived. Her shop expanded. She became a symbol of strength and kindness in her community. Alero became a counselor in church, helping women deal with infertility and guilt. Tejiri and her dedicated themselves to raising all 5 children with love, care, and humility. Dr. Dafe remained their rock. Ufuoma often looked at her sons and whispered, God no dey sleep oo, na only him fit settle matter pass lawyer.